Oh, what's up, everybody? The House of Horrors is just me tonight. So hopefully everybody enjoys and bear with me with my voice and everything. I'm a little bit better, but it's not too bad. So first off, we'll start off. Everybody sent some well wishes. I can't say to who, but somebody that is in a personal circle of mine. I can't say why, but make sure people so some well wishes are going through some rough stuff. I wish I could give more information, but I not everybody knows about the situation, so let's leave it at that. So just make sure to send some well wishes and vibes. First, talk about some Halloween kills. This you can get it on Peacock. You have to pay the subscription price to get it on Peacock. Or you go see it in theaters. I would probably suggest theaters. I wouldn't see it on. I just seen it on Peacock because it's not showing at my theater, and plus I've been sick, so I haven't done much of anything. I've been so sick this past week. Uh, and IMDb is giving it a 6.0, and of course it came out this year. There, there's just so much about this movie. Now I don't know where I was going with that, but anyway, I really liked this movie. I really did. I thought it was probably one of the more better of the Halloween series out of them. There are some parts I do have some issues with, but for the most part, this is a pretty good movie. I think it's fun. It's a Michael Myers movie. You can't really expect it to be like an art house type movie. Like I think some people are expecting it to be. It's a slasher film with Michael Myers. I don't know what a lot of people are expecting it to be. The one couple that moves into the Myers house, the gay couple, I thought they were freaking hilarious. Um, and they do Big John Little. Apparently, they're both named John, and they go around doing Big John Little John like it's Marco Polo. I thought that was the funniest thing. And they torment these kids that are trying to trick them. I've seen some people saying the Big John Little John thing was annoying. I thought it was funny and kind of cute. So I don't know. Me personally, I liked that. I had a giggle out of that. I thought it was funny. And the part I do have a problem with, which I understand where they're going with it, but the random mental patients scene, it is a little bit out of place, but but they are showing like the mob mentality. So I kind of get where they're going with it, but it doesn't quite fit for the movie. I don't think. Hello, welcome viewer. You know, place comments. Go ahead, so I know who you are. Just talking about Halloween kills right now. Let's see where. And I did think like walking around the vendor room. I can't hear, but hello. I'll actually show. I went live yesterday and I forgot to show comments. So it looked like I'm talking to myself. But I did think like the morgue. I thought that was another thing. The morgue is an odd place for a hospital. It's like on the main floor, and like literally everybody is going by. At least that's what it seemed like. But yeah, the morgue is definitely. It's usually like in a basement or a bottom level to where not like everybody in the hospital goes by it constantly. But this morgue seems like it's like right down where next to where everybody else is at, and people are just walking by it constantly. I don't know. It's just a little thing, but I thought that was really weird to have the morgue like right there where everybody could walk by and see. Um, I did think the kills were pretty great. I really liked it. Uh, Myers just goes full like beast mode basically. But this movie made me gasp. It made me laugh and say "holy shit" a few times. Some of the kills got me. I was like, "Holy shit!" Like the director said, if you didn't see a couple weeks ago, the director and one of the Blumhouses, Jason, I believe, was on the last drive-in, and Joe Bob was interviewing him, and the director said that Meyer has like little art projects. And he ain't wrong. Michael Myers likes to set up his kills. Some of them, not all of them. Some of them he likes to have little art projects with. When you see the movie, you'll understand what I'm talking about. But it's definitely probably the more brutal out of all of them, including Rob Zombie's uh, series. But yeah, this would probably outdoes brutality and kills out of all of them. That's just my opinion, though. But all in all, I really enjoyed it. It's fun. It's just a goofy slasher movie. I don't know what some people are expecting. Besides, like the random mental patient scene and like having all the morgue things aren't really that big of a deal. But and then I don't like her. Laurie Strode's. I'm sorry, there's dogs barking outside, so you probably hear my dog going crazy. But like Laurie Strode's new daughter, I'll call it new daughter. If you the daughter she has in this series, I don't really like her character. But I really don't. I'm gonna pull up something here. Share screen. What we're looking at right now, if you don't know, they do bring Loomis into this series. And honestly, most everybody thought it was CGI. But no, this dude, they dressed him up like Loomis, and look how eerily similar he is. I mean, they seriously, a lot of people thought he was CGI. I did too until I saw this. But if you see the movie and you think it's CGI, think again. It's this dude right here. Let's see if I have any other things pertaining. Okay. Let's show another picture. Share screen. Da, da, da. Let's see. Because this is the 78 and this is the new one here. I believe you can see my cursor. But look how eerily similar he is. And you do really think it's just flat out CGI, but no. They actually got an actor. And one thing I like about this as well is they have some of the OG cast besides Jamie Lee Curtis, like the girl, shit, I can't think of her name. The little girl is the OG character. The nurse, I think her name was, I'm going to mess it up, but there's several characters in this one that are from the original. It's not just Jamie Lee Curtis in this one. They actually got a few other OG characters in this one, which I thought that's pretty cool that they brought in those. But all in all, it's fun. I know people have their problems with it, but I think most of those people are expecting something that's not just a slasher film. Uh, I mean, I get that some of the things don't make sense, but I don't know. That's the only thing is the whole random mental patient thing. I get what they're trying with it to try to show the mob mentality, but they didn't really need that. I mean, you couldn't tell about the mob mentality before all that. Seems like I'm going pretty quick, so I don't know how long we're gonna be live. Let's see. I'm gonna pull up another picture. And I forgot to pull this up. Let's go to IMDb. A second while I look up something. Share screen. Next movie I want to talk about is this movie. It's called Prey. Came out this year. As you see, it has a 4.2 out of 10 rating on IMDb. This is a foreign film, but it's dubbed. I'm not sure where it comes from. I don't think it really says. But it's actually pretty good. Even though the dubbing doesn't quite match their lips, if you could get past that, it's not that bad. But it's one of those films where, see, it says a hiking trip into the wild turns into a desperate bid for survival for 5 friends on the run from a mysterious shooter. So basically, these 5 people, they're going out on a hiking trip because it's one of them's bachelor party. And so they go out on this hiking trip and they get hunted by a mysterious shooter, like it says. But I think it kind of flips the script on that. You're not going to really expect who the shooter is at first. But I highly suggest checking it out. It's really not that bad. But yeah, this is the cover. It's just called Prey. It is on Netflix. But I know there are, I think, a couple movies called Prey, so I wanted to show the cover of it. Next, that's pretty much all I have for that movie. But next, I was going to talk about Squid Game. It's another movie, or not a movie, it's a TV series on Netflix as well. I'm sure most everybody's heard about this. It's like a phenomenon. Like everybody is talking about this TV show. And definitely, I would say definitely check it out. I was being lazy when I watched it, and I watched it with English dub. It's probably, I've heard it's a lot better experience if you watch it with just subtitles. I have not went and rewatched it. But I really enjoyed it. I really did. And the guy, like the dad from Train to Busan, I'm probably saying that wrong, Busan, whatever. Get what I'm trying to say. The dad from that is in Squid Games. He doesn't really have a huge part in it, but he's basically, I would say, recruiting the contestants. He plays this game with them, which I'm pretty sure I'm not like spoiling it. I'm trying not to spoil it, but he's all dressed up in a suit and he finds these desperate people, which they've already, I think most of them have already gotten an invitation, maybe. I'm not sure. I don't really remember the things of events, but he goes in plays this weird game. I don't know how to describe it, but they have these beanbag things, and you have to like slam this other beanbag down and make it like completely flip over. And he's like, "Well, I bet you so much if you get it to flip over." And the guy in the suit usually wins, so the other person don't have the money to pay. So he's like, "Well, how about I just slap you?" So he gets to slap the shit out of these people and play the game. That's basically his part in this. You don't really see him much past that. He's not actually at the games unless he's there somewhere and I missed him. But he's basically the recruiter that gets these people into the games. But find the desperate people because they want somebody that's desperate for money to play in this. And we do play like child games to but you don't get to. I don't know how. I think pretty much everybody knows. I don't want to do spoilers, but you don't want to lose. We'll put it this way: you don't want to lose. But yeah, as you get attached to some characters, and if you already don't know the ending, there is a decent twist at it, which you may or may not catch on beforehand. I know I had suspicions, but what was that? Oh. Next, let's see. Let's pull up.
Are you on your stream?
You're awfully quiet. I was looking something up, and nobody's watching anyway. I'm just talking to myself. So
They're gonna watch later on the restream.
I know, but I was typing something because I'm about ready to share a screen. I'm sorry that I'm not doing it the way you want me to.
Not the way that I want you to. It's the way that the public wants you to. They want
Well,
you to continue talking. Don't they, Wolfies? Yes, they do. Man, it's cold out there. Grass is still wet, so it took me a while to get mowed down.
Next, I was going to talk about Bingo Hell. Bingo Hell is on Prime right now. It's an Amazon original movie. In the barrio, Barrio, of Oak Springs, live a strong and stubborn group of elderly friends who refuse to be gentrified. Their leader, Lupita, keeps them together as a community, a family, but little did they know their beloved bingo hall is about to be sold to a much more powerful force than money itself. And that force is Richard Brake. And he is very creepy. But Lupita, that's her right here. I want to grow up to be like her when I get old. She's a feisty little one. But this is a Blumhouse movie. And I said Richard Brake is really great. He's creepy. Lupita here is a Latina grandma, and she wears a gangster bandana a few times. Her friends are pretty great as well, especially like her best friend, which I don't know if you can see, but that's her best friend right here. I don't know if I can make it bigger. Yeah, I can't make it much bigger than that. But I don't want to show that trailer. But Lupita starts getting suspicious of what is going on, and she's like the only one that is suspicious. And it is a little slow, but it's not that slow. I was able to keep my attention. Usually slow ones, I can't keep my attention span on. But it's slow, but not slow enough if you can't stand slow burns, then you'll be fine. It's slow but not bad. There are a couple what I call GoPro shots where it looks like the camera's like connected to them where they're doing certain things. Those are kind of weird, but they're in there. Richard Brake basically plays a greed monster trying to take over a community, and it's not that bad of a movie. It's pretty good. I enjoyed it. It has a 4.3. I don't remember if I said it has a 4.3 out of 10 on IMDb, and it came out this year, 2021. Let's see. Pull up the next one here. Next one, I'm going to talk about this movie. Hawk and Rev Vampire Slayers. This says a 3.9 on IMDb. It came out last year, 2020. It is on Prime right now. It says it's a horror comedy. It does have its funny parts. It's not really my thing of humor. It has this 80s styles vibe to it, but it's not set in the 80s. It's modern, but it does have a lot of 80s vibe to it. It does try really hard to be a silly comedy and hits a couple times, but in my opinion, it doesn't hit all the time. But it is very bloody. It is very bloody. But they don't really have the names lined up. But this guy with the stake in his hand, that is Hawk, and this weird looking guy that kind of looks like Deadpool's friend from the movies, that's Rev. But I was just, if you like kind of goofy, silly comedies, definitely check it out. I didn't think it was super hilarious, but it wasn't bad. It was entertaining enough. Oh, I barely breathe. Next, I was going to talk about the scam I came across, but I noticed that not everything showed up for some reason in my chat. So I don't know if they deleted some of the stuff or not. Well, you're going to see some of the other people I've talked to. But see this Ghost Jewels? Now, what had happened is I got a message from a different account saying that they wanted me to be an ambassador and for me to message this Ghost Jewels, which I have no idea why not all of the messages are showing up. That's really odd. But they wanted me to be an ambassador, so I had to go and message this other place and just put ambassador. So I messaged saying, hey, I got this message to be ambassador. And it was responding just like super fast. It had to be a bot that was responding back to me. And then it was saying to pick 3 items from their site and whatever. But I got looking into it, and most of these things, if they send a message from another account and tell you to send a message for you to contact this other account, then it's a scam. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? 'Cause I deleted the other one without thinking. But if you get a message on Instagram saying, hey, message, we'll say Ghost Jewels, because that's what it was. I forget what the original one was called, but it'll probably be other scams and whatnot. But I had this account tell me to contact Ghost Jewels on Instagram. I got both these messages on Instagram, and it told me to send this with just the word ambassador. in it. So I typed it, and like I said, the replies back were super quick. They had to be a bot or something that was already like where they could grab and like throw in, because it was long messages and they was going way too fast to type. My opinion. I know I couldn't type that fast. Then they told me to pick out 3 items, and so I thought that was fishy. So I looked into it, and most of these things, they will tell you to pick the 3 items, but then you'll get them free, possibly, maybe, unless they like attack your account and like rip you off, but you'll still have to pay shipping on them. And they don't really want to be an ambassador. See if we could go to their account. So it says that they have only 54, they have 3 followers, but they're following a lot of people, and they only have 54 posts. It looks like they got a few things on here, but they wanted you to pick 3 items from here for you to be an ambassador. Now, I don't know what the ambassador entails, if you send them pictures or whatnot, but you're not going to get this stuff for free, is what I'm trying to say. That if they want you to actually be like an influencer to like promote their stuff, they're not going to have a separate account message you and say, hey, message this other one with a word, and it's not going to be bot responses. And then, well, depending on how the contract is, if they charge you for whatever item. But when I went researching it, and they said, when I researched if this was a scam, it's basically it is. Said to also give them like an email address if you want to risk it, to see if they'll take that conversation from Instagram. If they're serious enough, they'll take it from Instagram to email, if you didn't want to go that far. But it's all up to you if you actually want to buy into this. But you quite literally will be paying for whatever items. They'll just charge you shipping. You're not getting it free like they say. But just be aware of that. If you just get a random message in your Instagram or whatever, I know it's on Instagram, I don't know if it's anywhere else, tell them that you want to be, or they want you to be an ambassador for them, and you just have to pick out items for free. You're not getting those items for free. Just saying, it's not happening. And if they're serious, what I looked up, if they're serious about wanting you to be an influencer for their items, then they're not gonna, they'll look into getting like an email address for you, or if they do contact you on, let's say, a platform like Instagram, they will message you directly. They will not have a second account message you first, is what I got from my research. So just be careful if you get a message from a random account saying to send another account to start being an ambassador for this other account. Look into it first. Don't just like, oh, I'm so excited, I'm big enough to do this. I know I'm not big enough to do this. They're not going to want me to go on there and do this. So just be careful. That's all I'm saying. Let's see. There's one other thing. Yeah. Then we have this. My mom sent me this. This is going to be a new meme. My mom sent me this. I don't know if you could see it. She sent me this picture and asked me, what is this picture of? I asked her if she meant the moon or this building, because I have no idea. And she never replied, so I don't know if I answered it if I answered her question or if I didn't. So we've been joking that we're going to take random pictures and start sending it and asking, what is this picture? There's this house up the road. They have a skeleton dressed up as an astronaut and they have him stuffed in a tree. I want to take a picture of that and send it to my mom and ask her, what is this picture of? I think that's basically all I had lined up to talk. I was hoping at least somebody got into the chat and we could chat about things, but nobody is joining. So I might call it quits. I don't know what else we could talk about. I'll let it go for a few more minutes and then I'm going to call it quits. I can't think of anything else to chat about. And I'm having trouble breathing anyway, so there's that. I don't know of anything else I can even bring up. I don't think there is. Yeah, I think I'm going to end it. So, what was the scam? Basically, on Instagram, if you get a message, if you get a message from an account telling you to go to another account and just type in like one word, like ambassador, that's what I got, like ambassador, and then you start getting what seems like robot responses, like automated responses, and then they tell you to pick out items for free, they're going to charge you shipping, and they're not really wanting to be an ambassador. They're basically trying to trick you into buying their products. It's not really you being an ambassador. If you get a message, like if somebody actually wants you to promote their stuff, they're not going to send a message from another account telling you to message the main account. You understand what I'm saying? Or they will contact you through email, so you can always test it and say, hey, can we move this conversation to email? I didn't go that far. I just told them I wasn't interested after I looked into it. But if you get a message from an account telling you to go to another account and just type in a word, let's say ambassador, go and Google. Google is your friend. Like Joe Bob says, Google that fucker and go into Google and say, hey, I got type in like I got this message to be an ambassador or whatever. Because I typed in something like that and it instantly popped up that it was a scam. So I just said I wasn't interested. But you have fun at the VIP party. Yeah. But I went to the other account. I typed ambassador just out of curiosity what it would go because I never seen that before. But I was, I wasn't like, oh, they really want me to do this. I was very like skeptical about the whole thing. So as soon as I started getting the robo messages from the second account, I was like, something's fishy. So I Googled it and it's definitely a scam. So I don't know how many other people. Yeah, it's going to be fun. I hope in the raffle I win tickets for the next con. Nice. I hope you win tickets for the con too. Good luck. Also, if everybody's watching still, when you go on the rewatch, to go and enter in Horror Freak 85's contest. He's on the road to 400. Go enter in his contest. He's got some fun prizes. So go check that out. But I think I'm going to go ahead and end it. Oh, Steve back. Well, just trying to pimp out your channel. Steve, go to the Road 400 contest on his channel. See how you need to enter to win. To enter his contest, make sure to go enter in, spread the word, and all that fun stuff. If I was eligible to win that contest, I would enter. I don't know. I've been so sick. I've been wanting to make videos. I wanted to enter. I wanted to do that Bronco Wild Week thing, but I was just having so many problems with it, trying to get somebody to either help me with it. Then I got sick, and I was just like, screw it. But I did make a video. I will have a video coming out on Monday. It's a gaming video, but I put a lot of work into it. So hopefully my editing skills while I'm sick are decent enough. So I will have fails and funny, at least I thought they were funny, clips coming out on Monday. So look forward to that. If you like those gaming clips I do, I take silly things that happen while playing, and I take like the sound out of the game, and then I add music to it. So I think I did pretty good on this one. I mixed it with GTA 5 and Red Dead Redemption 2. So it's not just one or the other this time. I mixed it with both because I didn't have enough clips just to do one. So Monday we'll have that if you're interested. But make sure to go and enter in Steve's contest. And other than that, I think I'm going to end it because I only have Steve in the thing. So everybody have a good night. See you later.